Coverage of the Livestream Lounge continues at BevNet Live. I'm here with Brad Avery and President of Soylent, Bryan Crowley. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, great to have you. This is recent news. You were just announced as President of Soylent. Soylent's been coming up. There's a lot of things are going on there. A $50 million funding round. It's really got a lot of buzz behind it. And you're coming off of Kavita. Chief Strategy Officer there up until the big sale to Pepsi, and so kind of want to just get started jumping in. Sort of, how did you get brought into Soylent like this?
Yeah, I mean, I've been following the brand since about a year after it launched. So actually, the founder of Vive, when I was heading up that company, was a big fan. Said this is what all the kids are drinking in Silicon Valley. It's a new engineered. It's Silicon Valley's answer to food. So I was tracking it for a while, and then I got the call, and they were looking to bring a bunch of different leaders. They've actually rounded out the executive team quite a bit. So I got the call. I met with Rob Reinhardt, who's the founder, and we hit it off right from the start. And it really checked a lot of the boxes for me in terms of what I was looking for. So it was a really, really easy decision. I'm really thrilled to be on board.
Bryan, talk to us a little bit about the brand and what attracted you to Soylent. I mean, is it a tech product is it a tech product? Is it a drink? I mean, it's really big with the tech sector, obviously, right, and you're in Silicon Valley. So where's it going?
Well, let me answer the first part of your question. So for me, I mean, the Soylent really trying to actually make a difference in this whole global food crisis we really have right now. So, it's a ready-to-drink meal in a bottle that maximizes nutrition while minimizing the effect on the environment and hopefully your pocketbook. So at roughly $3 a meal, we truly believe we can compete with anything. We're competing with McDonald's, Taco Bell, fast food. We're competing with people not eating. The Coffeeist product is a great example of you're not eating breakfast in the morning. You're grabbing something unhealthy on your way to work.
So, one of our engineers has actually replaced most of his meals with Soylent.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do that. We love food. People always ask us. It's hey, are you really trying to say this is the only thing that you should eat? It actually is one of the few products that's actually designed, scientifically engineered. You could live on it, which is pretty exciting. You could live on it, but we love food. We're not trying to replace the community and the soul of food. It's such a fabric of your life. We don't want to replace that. We're trying to replace those meals and those times when you're making those decisions that you really don't want to make, but you don't have any other choices, or you can't afford organic, or all the other things that are out there, but really for the 1%ers.
And so you're also coming in as the company, until this point, has been solely sold through e-commerce. Now retail is in near future. Yep. That's coming up. And looks like here you've got some new bottles and even a new flavor to go with that. Tell me a little bit about what is coming up. What's this move to retail all about? How are you going to do it?
Listen, the core of our business is the e-com platform. You just heard a whole session on e-com upstairs. So, and that's one of the things that attracted me to the company. So the power of a loyal fan base and the e-com platform that Rob and the team built it's incredible. So now being able to leverage that, for us, people always ask, hey, are you going to now focus on retail and not e-com? No, it's about 1 + 1 being 3 and giving people more access, because you're not always going to have your Soylent with you. We want you to. We'd love for you it to be there for you, but the retail move is going to be critical. We're looking for the right partners. We're not just blasting it out everywhere. We're looking for the right partner. This is a different type of product. It requires a little bit of education, so we need those retail partners that want to partner with us.
It's a second distribution model to add to the first model, which 100%. Adds some complexity, so you're loving the challenge there, of course. What do you say to the Reddit crowd who's worried about this additional model and maybe changes to the product? Can you stay pure?
Yeah, we absolutely 100% can stay pure, and we love our fan base. We always like to say our fans are our loyalist following, but they're also our harshest critics, and we love that, right? We learn from them. We're able to actually access that on a daily basis from our customers to be able to get better and better, and the new flavors are a great example of that. They're saying, great, we love the original, we love the idea of designed and engineered neutral flavor, but we want some other options. And so these were developed with that in mind. So we've got obviously the Coffeeist, which was the second one, and then the Cacao, which is outstanding, people love it. We've got a chai, and then we've got a vanilla latte, and we have a new version, strawberry, coming out as well.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So a bunch of new things happen, and a bunch of innovation building on that platform.
So the other end of that is, I think your loyal fan base is going to stay loyal, but how are you going to leverage new consumers who haven't been following this, who are just hearing of Soylent, and who are going to be hesitant? They're going to say, well, I don't trust this, or I'm just going to stick with my muffin or whatever. How do you leverage that?
Well, I mean, I don't think it's actually that complicated, because we're playing in such a big space. I mean, just in the conversations and how you guys have addressed it here as well. I mean, I hear this all the time. It's like, oh, yeah, I didn't eat this morning, or I didn't. So because there's not really something we're replacing that's in a consumer packaged good format, I think it makes it really easy. It really comes down to really awareness, motivation, trial, repeat models. How do we actually get that going? And I think because of the e-commerce platform, because of how we're innovating, because of the crowdsourcing and how we plan to use that in the future as well, all those things are going to help us to really break through, which is the hardest thing to do. And from a retail standpoint, we have those consumers that retailers want to get in their stores, right? We have these younger millennials, they're busy, they want options, they want to eat better, they just don't have the options or don't have the money.
And Brad wants to know, and I think he's afraid to ask you, is it made of people?
Well, I thought when you did the dark web thing, that was confirmation that it was people.
Yeah. So yeah, the dark web was a great example of doing some innovative marketing.
Yeah.
But yeah, people always ask about the name. Harry Harrison's famous book, Make Room, all about overpopulation, really kind of harkens back to this sustainability global food mission that we're all on. And I think it's, but yeah, we definitely get a lot, especially with the older crowd that remember the movie. But for most of our audience, it's never an issue.
Well, actually, since we're talking about marketing, tell me a bit about how the marketing is going to affect the retail entrance. What are you going to do, and how are you?
How do you step up the marketing efforts, or how do you market to a retail consumer versus an online consumer?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is actually going to start in store. So yes, we have an outstanding digital platform, so we can geo-target and we can do all of that stuff, but really it's all going to start in store. And how do we find that magic of how to communicate what this thing is to get someone to pick it up? And it's not going to be easy.
Because they know what to do with it. Like, it's a bottle, you pick it up, you open it, you drink it, but do they know that it's a meal replacement? Not a meal replacement, it's a meal.
Right. And I think in terms of some of the packaging work that's been done to actually make sure that complete meal is on the bottle, 20% of your daily nutrition, some of those things are going to help. But yes, it's going to take.
I'm not going to lie. First time I saw it, I made a latte. I did.
That's fine. Hey, listen, the customization is part of the original formula. That's what people love about it. So you can add frozen blueberries to the powder. You can do something and customize the original because it was designed to be neutral, so your body doesn't get tired of it.
Okay.
Right? The other ones obviously have a strong flavor profile that people love, and you can mix and match as well. But I think consumers are going to do what they're going to do. Our job is to communicate the value of the proposition to get them to try it. And once they try it, we already know it works. And we're trying to change people's lives by getting them in the system, right? So they have to do this on a regular basis. It's not just about getting one bottle, right? If you could replace 3 meals a week, that's equivalent to a subscription. We truly know that will change your life. You will have better nutrition in your body, and you're probably going to save money versus doing what you were doing before.
So real quick, we're going out. Talk a little bit about Kavita and the lessons you took away from there and how you're going to apply them now to Soylent.
Yeah, I mean, that's what a great opportunity, because I came in towards the tail end of the Kavita experience and then worked the transition into PepsiCo. Phenomenal brand, but it really all started with people. So Bill Moses, who was the co-founder and CEO, Robert Adams.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, he'll be speaking tomorrow. Robert Adams, Bob Nakasone, Nate Patina, a great functional team. And that's where it really started. So building the people it's critical to get that right and build a culture
Couldn't agree
around
more.
that. So the people side is one lesson. The constant innovation. Kavita started with a sparkling probiotic drink, did extremely well, didn't stop there. Built 2 more platforms, obviously a kombucha platform and an apple cider vinegar platform. So Soylent has the opportunity. They're already doing that. Started with the powder, moved to the ready to drink. So innovation's critical.
Phenomenal. Bryan, thank you so much for being
thank you.
on. We really enjoyed seeing you. We
thanks
can't
for
wait to see what you're going to do.
All right.